What is going on? Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We are live. This is 2022 Topps Heritage High Number. Topps Heritage Minor League. We didn't even do Heritage High Number. Just trying to make sure we get these notifications off. Shane running his little mouth, trying to set me up. It's not the first time I've ever been set up. Hang on, let me turn these notifications off real quick. We'll randomize the teams, and then everyone who doesn't have Ellie will probably leave. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're going to find out. Topps Chrome Jumbo is full. Topps Chrome Hobby is still filling. And Topps Finest has 2, 5, 7, 9, 12, 16 teams. We still have over half a case of Topps Finest. Why can't we break that today? Why are you guys spending money on tomorrow's stuff when we have good cards to break tonight? I'll never understand it, but I'm learning to give you guys what you want, and that is the pre-fill. I hate the pre-fill. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. You guys love it. I love you guys. So I guess I have to love it. Let's randomize for what we're doing. Chris, what's up? Keller, what's going on, bro? Shane, old Shane D in the building. Let's switch screens, and not this one. This just makes me uglier. Let's get a better screen here. Here we go. Random time. Do people first. I think these are the people. A couple of you guys jumped in with multiple spots. Let's see how it works for you this evening. 26 of you. 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 people are going to tell me how this is my fault here in just a minute anyway. I can't wait. The anticipation on my behalf is through the roof. Upstairs, ladies. And then after I'm done with this break, while I hope you guys feel finest, I will be prepping this computer to transport all of its fun information to my shop computer so we can rip Chrome as soon as it drops. That's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work that way, but that's what we're going to try to do. 4 more times. We will go the minimum 4 times. And ta-da! Angels Twins on top. Those pesky Reds are number 10. Diamondbacks on bottom. And let's see. Greg, the 4-spotter. 4 spots to get the Angel, or the Reds today. Sorry, the Reds. There you go. So there you have it. We have a Reds winner. But the triple Ellie card that's in question, if we don't have an even number of those divisible by 3, we will randomize whatever we need to, should we need to do that. Jimmy says that's the only base card worth any money outside of the base Ellie card. And it is selling for like $10. So that's wild to say there's a $10 base card in Heritage High Number. But apparently Ellie's base card does really well too. But these are good cards to get signed. Like if you're an in-person signer guy, if you're one of those people, these are the cards. It's hard to get these cards signed bad, whether you use a marker or a pen or whatever it is. Need that Chrome fire tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. I'm just going to be the guy that opens it. I'm going to be the guy that opens it. So hopefully, I want it. You know what I mean? Don't take that for I don't want it. Yeah, I'm not. That's way too much. Shrink that down. You guys can't even read it, I bet. Let me grab the list from the printer. Okay, ink requester for this. Sal Frelick. Yeah, let's do it. He's a good ball player. See, I got my handy dandy new hard drive Rooney to who's 30 or up? I just want to take a moment to acknowledge how insane this technology is. My first MP3 player was a 40 gigabyte solid state hard drive. It was Creative, I think was the company that made it. It had a scroll wheel on the side that actually pushed. Like, you couldn't touch the screen. The screen was a very crude, like, Game Boy-esque type of screen with, like, blue backlighting. And it was 5 times the size of this thing. It was like a brick. You could barely put it in your pocket. And that was 2004 or so. Could hold 20. Yeah, no, mine was the opposite. Mine held a ton of music, but no video, no nothing. This is a 1 terabyte solid state drive that transfers over a gigabyte per second via USB 3.0 cable. And it's so tiny. I have one of these for this PC here because when I built this computer, I only built a 500 megabyte SSD. I only put 1 hard drive in it. These are cheaper than buying internal hard drives, and I could put 4 internal hard drives on my motherboard. Like, I just buy these. These are terrific. They go quick. I run Photoshop, Premiere, if you know what that is, for editing videos. Those things keep up. They have the 2, and they do. The 2 terabytes, like 120. This is just 1. I only need 1, you know what I mean? Since I've bought, this is my 3rd one of these, and like, I have one that's just for the podcast. It's like a backup of the backup. We got our finance, you know what I mean? Those are terrific hard drives. You can store fucking 2 of my computers in this. Like, it's nuts. Just take it with you wherever you go. Oh, I need a whole computer. Here you go. What? All right, sorry, that blows my mind, and I'm not even that old. What is this? 1005. Everything ships. I'm probably going to have to sort it. Everything you're waiting on will ship tomorrow. Laura has 5 breaks getting packaged right now. So all of that stuff will be out tomorrow, including last night's finest break. We have this night's finest break. Hint, 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 hint. I want to rip finest. Until we find treasure chests or super rare inserts or whatever it is. Or whatever it is that we're going to find. I want to find it. Alright, let's I don't know what this is going to be. This could be great. This could be awful. This could take a long time. Yeah, no, I know. Thumb drives for sure, but these are SSDs. They just go way faster. Nothing is going to beat a solid state drive. Boom. The SSD. They transfer so fast. I bought that one specifically because it's faster than some other SSDs. They all have like different speed ratings. I've had this since, sorry, I found my invoice. I've had this since November. I've had this since my wife's birthday. November 18th. You all better buy her a gift. Or not let me forget, at the very least, because I told you. So everybody needs to write that down now. On November 18th, so everybody doesn't get in trouble, and I'm still alive November 19th to continue breaking for you. Ah, the dark ages of packaging. Top said they had no idea this was going on. They said there's no way. So we wouldn't pack a case like that. Here we are. With a case packed just this way. This must be one of those good U-line boxes. Get that out of here. Spin these around a little bit. I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. Was that Marcelo? We got a little Marcelo Mayer action on the cover. I'd say for me awful, but for some great. Well, technology. Oh yeah, I'm at the point where I can't keep up with everything anymore. I don't know. I'm amazed by a hard drive. People are probably like, that's so stupid. We have the cloud now. You don't even need a hard drive. You're right. You are right. Except they're shutting down, like, they're shutting down some things. So Tops, there's a Tops thing they're shutting down. Is it Kick? Is it like a soccer thing? So we have Toppers, Mayer, Walker, and Uribe. Cool. Yeah, Prism hasn't shipped. That would definitely be a part of the last 5 breaks that we've done. And probably the sole reason for the hang-up is the Prism break. bum, 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 you will get your tracking email 1 hour after your label has been purchased. It's a fact of pirateship.com. And if you're signed up for our marketing emails and you're not getting them, check your spam folder. We sent one out today. Those I was explaining. Keith was at the shop for a little bit today. I was explaining. I'm like, we've never sent a single email out from the time I started emailing people till now, where our mailing list has more than doubled, where I've ever gotten more than a 50% opening rate. Just doesn't happen. But every time I send one out, it generates money. So I'm never going to not send an email, especially when we're talking about generating money and I'm running a business. So, just some facts. So you can unsubscribe at any time. But it's just always me trying to find a way to get the information out to you guys. All of tomorrow will be Chrome and wrapping up that Finest. Thursday will be the same thing. I will not be listing anything on Friday. And if I do, it will be for Saturday. There will be no breaks Friday at Underground. I will be at the National if you want to come party. That's where I'll be. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Good luck. Base cards. Jay Allen, Cincinnati. There you go. Nice hit. Jay Allen, first auto to get things going. Going to Greg. No, they opened really easy, Chris. I didn't want to say anything. Glad you're paying attention. I didn't want to jinx anything. I am going to absolutely fly through this. We're shipping everything. There are variations. I don't know if they'll be flipped over or noted, but it's heritage, so we're not going to be finding a ton of parallels. This is not going to be a very exciting break. If this is a traditional black, it has a print run of 50, but I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, this is very basey. Basey. Are all the inserts black, though? I guess that's my question. I guess they are. So, yeah. Already with the nonsense here. Mojica, insert, Vargas, McCants. Here we go. We got a blue Kyle Lewis for the Fish coming up. This should be a traditional. Nope, it's 99. Number to 99 for the Marlins. They do add some more colors in minor league as opposed to regular heritage. So we do get some parallels, just not a lot. It's not a lot. There's not 38 different parallels before you get to the numbered cards. Hey, look, Jeter. Jeter. It's like 17 or 1,800 total cards. Mazzicato, I hope you guys are having fun. McLean, Burnable, Higuero. There should be 2 autos per box, though, yeah? There we go. First box. The Wisconsin Timber Rattlers are bringing Sal Frelick to the owner of the Brewers. Congrats. Congrats. There we go. The newest big leaguer. Riveting stuff right here. Yes, sir. Sal Frelick. Absolutely breathtaking. There we go. But yeah, friends, I mean, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like I'm putting on an entertaining break for you guys. We all know what we're doing here. And we will ship all your cards. And I'm going to move through this as best as I can. This is one of those big-time value breaks. Only 26 spots and under $40 a spot. It's not even $1,100. We're just cooking this thing out. Cooking it out. Khalil Watson, Acosta, and Campos for the Tigers with toppers that are almost the same exact size as the regular cards. And I'm just going to tell you guys an awful lot about your favorite product on earth today. Short print autos are great. How do we know if it's a short print auto? SPs are autos are great. Do we know? Does it tell us? But I just want to tell you guys about Topps Finest Baseball. Heritage Choice would be dope. I cannot, but so you have to be in the Topps Breaker, the Fanatics breaking program to get the Breaker's Choice Chrome format. Like, that's a fact. So anybody who's breaking that has way better access to things than I do. Oh, that shit is insanely expensive for two. Like, it's more expensive than Jumbo, and I don't understand why. They like promise a Hall of Fame or like a big veteran auto per case or something, but it's really weird. But Friday for me will be at the National, and then Saturday I'm gonna stick around just to do the Fanatics Live information meeting thing. I got an invite, but it was informal. It was like, dear applicant. It wasn't like they were even addressing me. So I'm going to go. I'm just trying to get myself in those right positions so that I can continue to supply you guys with product at an even better price. Like I said, I've been having to go through all these other channels to get product, and it sucks. It really sucks, but honestly, like, we're still cooking. Things are still moving forward. Hopefully, when I'm in a better position, then it just brings in more revenue that I can help do cool things, fun stuff with you guys. Right now, we are just trying to keep this thing going. Watch a guy on YouTube open one of those boxes. He got a Corbin, a 25 gunner, some type of black and white mini diamond auto. Yeah, okay. Benny Montgomery, number to 99. It's like a heritage. A 53 reprint. 73 Topps 1953 reprint autograph for the Rockies. Benny Montgomery to 99. Going to Mr. Gilliam. 3 good prospects so far in Allen. Montgomery's been struggling, but Sal Frelick. Valera. That's not the one. That's not the one. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any of those Ellie cards. Everyone was making a big fuss about, where's them Ellie cards go to? Salem, the old dash, and a green Jackson Merrill to 75 for the Padres. You'll be in the middle. San Diego, Jackson Merrill, green parallel to 75. I was just surprised with those breaker choice ones, how expensive they are. They should be in between hobby and jumbo price, in my opinion. But I think when they take away base cards, they think they're doing you a favor, maybe. I don't know. They're only doing the breaker a favor. It's just less work for the breaker and the shipper and the sorter. I don't know. Just an observation of the day. It's Slam Diego, guy. Oh, this is because you're not at the store, pal. You're in my basement. Rewind the video like 10 minutes. Probably be an explanation there. Henry Davis. Trey Sweeney. Yankees. 4 good autos to get it going. Yankees, congratulations. So they can turn product quicker on Fanatics Live. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Chris. They just need to let me at that Fanatics Live. Let me at them. Lake Elsinore. What a sweet hat. All right, 2 boxes down. 2 boxes down, 10 boxes to go. Plenty of teams in finest. It's the coolest break you didn't know you needed to be a part of. Topper. Acosta, Campos, Mayer, Marcelo. Could we set an all-time sales record today on undergroundcasebreaks.com? We could. I think that you guys saw my last update. Like $1,000 off the mark. I think the first day of the Bowman Chrome 5 caser was like the biggest dollar for dollar day in our history. Today is going to be very close to topping that. I think the Jumbo Chrome case is sold out. I think Hobby had 9 teams left when we started. And this finest was right around the halfway point, but with most, if not all, of the big teams gone. There might be a big team or two. But it's mostly all the teams that hit that are left. Your Reds, your Guardians, your Rockies, your Royals. The Fish definitely hitting that product. The Mets have been crushing in that product. They're still available. The Mets have probably been the best team overall in the finest we've broken anyway. Moving on to box 3, Dario Lopez. Is that the Astros? I could be wrong. I mean, this is why we're going to look it up. What do you mean that doesn't work? Pirates. The Pirates. I should have known that. Lopez for the Pirates. I'm not even up to date on all the affiliation changes since the last realignment. Keith and I were talking about that today. The one team, what team did the Yankees lose where their whole, like, their owner was mad? They're like, what is our city going to do? We're going to lose everything or something. But the Yankees lost the team. I was explaining how one of the teams around here went from being an indie ball team to a AAA team for the Twins during the last realignment. Ortega, Polanco, Trey Sweeney. There's the triple card we're looking for. So there's one. Divide them up evenly. And then anything extra that isn't divisible, we will randomize. The Cubs affiliates didn't change. Yeah, Trenton's gone. So maybe that's the team. They were the minor league team that threw the biggest fit about losing affiliation. And I mean, I get it. Dude, Douglas, what the hell are you talking about? I have no idea what you're even talking about. I don't know if you're trolling, being serious, talking out of your ass. I have no idea what page you're on right now. Guzman, and oh, we get some color ink here. It's going to be Alan Cerda for the Reds. 10 out of 99. Anything good on the back of these cards? Allen's added to the Reds 40-man roster in November to keep him Away from the Rule 5 draft. That would be the only reason they would do that. Because it said November. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Unless they were afraid a team would pick him in the Rule 5 draft. Which is the most interesting thing about baseball. And that'll do it. Moving on into box number 4. Oh, it's a prospect third baseman. Jimmy said it was a league leaders card. It's not. That'd be a really sweet triple auto to get an IP triple auto of that. Toppers. There are auto toppers in this product as well. I don't know how common or anything like that, but they do exist. So, just so you know, they're out there. Let's pause just a moment for station identification and a word from our sponsors. This break is brought to you by you guys, so thanks a bunch. Hope you're having fun. We are moving into the next one here. Federico Polanco for the Marlins. Only because I know who the Jupiter Hammerheads are. Marlins. Polanco. Base auto. Gotta leave the office. I'll watch the rest in a bit. Alright, Mr. Chris. Hey, Chris. Have a great day. Woo! That's a knee slapper, boy. He hates me. Hates my guts. Curtis Mead. Counselor. Ramos, 2-ring. Jackson Merrill. Moving on. Moving on. Hey, anytime, bud. Prado, Cabrera, Evan Carter. I watched the last Rule 5 draft because the kid I know was in it for the Braves, but no teams really took anyone major league level because they'd have to put on the MLB roster. That is exactly how the Rule 5 draft works. And then if you send them down, you have to offer them back to their original team. The Cubs lost Jeimer Candelario to the Rule 5 draft. I think the Cubs might have traded LeMahieu. The Cubs had DJ LeMahieu way back when he was just a young little tadpole. But I know the Cubs lost Jeimer to the Rule 5 draft, and he had spent some time on the big league team previous to that. He's turned out to be a pretty decent big leaguer. But we had Brian at the time, and nobody ever thought Bryant will be doing what he's doing. He broke his finger today. Come on, that guy. That guy cannot... How do you break a finger? How are you so injury prone your fingers start breaking? He was fucking on Instagram tweeting about his stupid taco fractor card. Apparently Chris Bryant, and I'm sure more athletes are going to follow. They said something about the taco fractor is going to be worth a whole lot of guac. Whatever. So a guac fractor is coming. I don't know. But Chris Bryant on his Instagram did post something about holding on to a taco fractor of his should you hit one. Yeah, Sable's been good, yeah. So Austin Hendrick for the Reds to 99. Ninja Star? Ninja Star to the thumb? You never know anymore, I guess, huh? Holy crap, that's funny. Phillies probably sending Noah Song back to the Red Sox. I know Kike Hernandez going back to the Dodgers? That's all I saw today on the trade front. What do we have here? Number to 50. Oh, it's a triple, but it's not. It's not the right triple. Red Sox, the Tigers, and the Orioles. Red Sox, Tigers, Orioles. Baltimore. All right, we got to randomize this one amongst all three of you at the end of the break. 35 out of 50. This is a black parallel of a big league pitcher, and I don't know what Jackson Jobe is doing, but not bad. At least they put prospects together on the card that are all pretty decent prospects. Lewis, Castles, Benny. There's another one of those triples. And J.C. Correa for the Astros. The old JCC. Sorry for the yawns, man. Ooh. It is 6:30 though, I guess. Does Ellie have a base card in the set? I don't think I've seen one yet. Nelson Velasquez for the Cubs. Burnable and Kouser. Short print only. Gotcha. That's good to know. Just kind of thinking it wasn't there. No. It doesn't matter. I'm live right now. Your hands are all nasty. You got your hands in your mouth and your hands all over your face. You think I'm going to let you come in here and open cards? No, you're not doing it right now. The tornado, known as my oldest daughter, wants to come in here and open cards now. Not because she wants to open cards like Vivian. Vivian genuinely wants to pull the cards and see what they are. She still has hockey cards that Tom from Real Break opened the pack so he could show me the cards, because he wanted to show me the upper deck cards, how nice they are. And he's like, here, you can have them. And she loves them. Riley would throw them in the garbage. Riley just wants to have attention. It's very wild. Kid, you're 7. Be 7. Go find the earthworm in the garden. And then throw it at your sister. Don't worry about the internet. Here we go. The next box. Darren Baker, Jose Torres. Base auto. There he is again. How do we know about short print cards? Anybody know? Any identifiers? What do you know? What do you know, Keller? You seem to know a lot about this product. Are they flipped over? I haven't seen anything flipped over, so they tell you on the back in the little baseball. What's up? What's good? What's good with them? I'm just reading the names, honestly. I'm not even really looking at them. Just making sure I show everything and the names are where they need to be. See, green. It's long division. De Los Santos. Phillies, I believe. Why don't they put the teams on here? Oh, it says the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks. Above number 2. Okay, that makes sense. So they're just high-numbered short prints, like Heritage. Gotcha. Makes a perfect amount of sense. How many are there? Is there a lot? Come on, just copy and paste me the whole checklist. Don't do that. Connor Norby was a NCAA hit leader at one time in his career. Trey Sweeney. Triantos. Cam Cauley. Benjamin Bailey. The Rumble Ponies. Love a good Rumble Pony. Or a Crawdad, for that matter. Alan Serta. Do we already have an Alan Serta? It's our second Serta. We've Serta seen this card before. See what I did there? Guys, see what I did there? See Bobby Witt throw that baseball through the glove yesterday? Through the first baseman's mitt? What a man. I haven't seen Ellie do that. Or O'Neal Cruz, for that matter. There's another one of these units. Selling between $10 and $15 for real. Somebody was like, they're $20 cards. I had to go look, of course. But these cards are really selling for $10 to $15. Something like that. Really not that funny. I'm hilarious to me, but I'm sure a lot of you guys think I'm the dumbest motherfucker to ever open his mouth. Best part is I do something right. Because not everyone, but most of you come back. And I can't thank you enough for doing that. After I've subjected you to whatever this is. So thanks for coming back. So we move into box number 6. Why are you still down here? They don't listen. They never listen. Upstairs. Tiny Holmes. Yes, Shane, if you have one of those teams, so yeah, straight up. It doesn't matter what these cards are worth. You can read the FAQ on my page. Everyone will get one of these. If we get 3 more, everyone's going to get 2 of them. And so on and so forth. Until, if we only have 1, we'll have to randomize the 3 teams and take the top person. If we have a set of 3 and then 2 more, we'll do the same thing. So whatever it is that makes common sense and is fair, that's what we're going to do. The codes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not worried about the number codes. I can always compare to a base right on. Just hopefully you'd see something. You'd think in 5 boxes you would see one, but if they're not flipped over, then I'm not going to look for one today. We're just cooking through this stuff. But like I said, everything's going to ship, so when you get your packages, please go through them. You may have something that if we didn't see live when I was going through, then you never know. I don't sort. I used to find all that stuff when I would sort, but I don't sort. But Laura spent the last 16 hours of work sorting and packing over 100 eBay packages and 5 case breaks. So if I were to do that, I would not be able to do what I'm doing now. So all we're trying to do is continue to grow the team so that we can continue to do more. 3 SP per box. That's what's up. So yeah, they're in there. Then that should mean that we've seen 15 of them to this point. But always, I mean, that's generally why we ship all cards anyway. Just because in case there's a doubt of anything. If you ever have a doubt, check it out. When in doubt, check it out. And also, if you got my marketing email earlier and you don't follow our eBay store, the auctions this week are going to be insane. Ellie De La Cruz is cruising on into the underground auction store. Plus a lot of cool other stuff. And our consignment guy will be in-house full-time starting next week. So there you go. I'll be just rocking and rolling. Pedro Pineda for the A's. He will eventually handle everything as far as that's concerned, outside of the payouts. But doing all the numbers and the math and all that, and I'll be checking it, of course. But he's a wizard on eBay. Who was I talking to at the end? Oh, it's Beard, Weston. Wherever Weston's at. We were talking because Weston sent in some really nice consignment stuff. Just wanted to see why there was two of him back to back. But Weston sent in some really great stuff. I'm like, yeah, Kyle's got 82 cards up, and we talked for a little bit. He's like, yeah, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, look, now it's 87. He's like, dang, he's good. I'm like, yeah, we're bringing him on. It makes sense. So, image variation should be flipped away and say, yeah, of course. I know where they put the little indicators on Heritage. I actually preferred Heritage when they didn't tell you it was an image variation. I think they started doing that in late, maybe 19 high number or 20 high number. It hasn't been very long that they've actually been telling you about the variations. You used to have to know every single one of them. Same thing with the Archives product that has a lot of base cards. They make a bunch of different types of archive-y products now. Snapshots, Signature Series, Retired, all of that. The regular Archives product has tons of variations. You have to know them. 32 out of 75 for the Reds, or the Twins, sorry, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Let's say Emmanuel. The wrong Manuel. The wrong Rodriguez. Yerbina. Workman, Freelick, Holgate, Acuna, insert, maximize the space. I forgot to bring home empty boxes, empty transport boxes. Whoops, I'll just have to fold some up. I don't have any hats, smart guy. They're gone, bud. They're gone. Where were you at when I made the post about the hats? When I asked everybody their hat size. I gave away like $1,000 in free hats. All you had to do was comment on that post. Alexander Mojica for the Pirates. John Johnson, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? Yeah, I don't know, Smart. I did it on Twitter and in our Facebook group. And it was anyone who I'd actually heard of. Not even was a customer, just people I've heard of. There was some people that came out of the woodwork like, I want a free hat. And I'm like, hey, I don't know who you are. I'm not giving you a free hat. You, like, look at their profile and, like, you're not even sure it's a real person. But anyone I knew or anyone I'd ever done business with got a free hat. Ask anyone. There's got to be somebody here. Yeah, that was some primetime Cubs action. But yeah, everyone who asked got a fitted hat. And then I had some, like, this one was just sitting down here. I have some of these snapbacks, but I'm saving them for opening the store. Sorry, smart guy. I have like 4. And that's if I don't hire anybody that needs one. But shirts are next because I still haven't got new shirts. But I've got to do that. I got to redo all my business cards. I got to do everything where it actually has the shop info on it now. We're all just buttoning things up. We're so close. So close, John. I don't know yet, brother. I got to call the City Hall tomorrow. Get their blessing. Fire department, get their blessing. All of that's good. They just have to come do it. And then after that, it's on me, which would be great. And that'll be after that. So maybe next week. It really depends. I'm not going to have my signs when I open. I already know that. So it's really just kind of on me to figure out a temporary signage solution and then get it rocking and rolling. Once the fire department people come do their thing, then I can start actually loading inventory into the store. The city asked me to put my displays up, but not to stock the shelves before I had them come do their inspection. So we're at that point now, and it's called Underground Sports Cards, Shane. Just for however that makes you feel. Underground Sports Cards. So I'm not answering that question. I'm just telling you the name of the business. Sports Cards. It's going to be a 16-foot sign that says Underground Sports Cards. That's all. 16 feet of sports cards. Actually, I think it's like 8 feet of sports cards, and the underground takes up the first 8 feet. But yeah. Honestly, my biggest problem with Pokemon is that I used to get it. If you guys remember, GTS kind of screwed me on Pokemon. They stopped, or the last time I put pre-orders in, they didn't put them in, and then I didn't get them, and I haven't gotten them back. So I will try, but I'm not going out of my way. I'm not promising anyone anything. I'm not bending over backwards for... I followed a car home. Ask Keith. Keith was in the car. We left Portillo's. I followed a car home down US 30 that said EV7, and the fucking lady couldn't drive for shit. And I was making Pokemon jokes all the way back to the shop. So, if that's the customer base we're bringing in, I'm not even putting those cards in the store. And I got nothing to do with the parking situation in my city. Oh, Keith's here. Keith's here. Everybody, look at that. Not good. Not a good look for the Pokedorks. And I'm a baseball card dork, so don't get offended that I said you're a dork. It's a term of endearment for my fellow dorks. But yeah. I don't know. I really don't. Probably, I'm sure, just for the kid factor. You know, I'm trying to make this shop every bit as much for adults as it is for adolescents and kids, because what we do here is an expensive thing, and what I want to be able to do in the store is anything. I don't want to be like, hey, you got to come buy this fucking $500 box or I hate you. It's not at all what we're going to be doing at the shop. So it's just, we're all down to like details. Now it's all details. I got one more thing to do, get the inspections done, and then it's just finalize the details. Yeah, so I told you guys after my last video update, no more updates until the shop is done. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you might have seen some pictures. But you have to be my friend on Facebook to see those pictures. That's not a public post. I guess I post everything publicly. I do though. So there's been some pictures since the last video update, but no one has seen it yet. Keith saw it, and it's really not even final. Keith came into the shop today when I was cutting up a pallet with a handsaw, and it was an 8-foot monster pallet. I came to the door with a handsaw. Like, what can I do for you, sir? That's how I met Keith in real life. Angel Martinez for the Lynchburg Hillcats. Somebody help me out with this. I know Angel. Is this Cleveland? I want to say this is Cleveland. Obviously, we're going to look. I don't know Lynchburg. And they don't tell, like, can't they just say the parent club somewhere on there? Angel Martinez. I'm so confident I'm not looking. Someone's going to tell me I'm wrong. What did I say, Cleveland? Not going to look. Yeah, he's with Akron now. Okay. Perfect. I'm definitely stopping by when I make my way to the Bend. Yeah, dude, come on by. Anybody can come by now. You just have to get a hold of me until we're open to the public, because that's part of the whole permit thing. I'm not supposed to be having people come in and out of there, blah, blah, blah. But if you're just coming through to do a walkthrough, we don't have inventory out. Hell, I haven't even bought the POS thing that I'm going to use. I know which one I'm going to use. I just have to order it. So that's not an issue. I made my decision on it, though. But, Yeah, we're ready. We're not doing business there yet. Corbin, Baez, Pages, Veen, Lawler, Ford, Whitaker, Oswaldo, Cabrera to 99 for the Yanks. So yeah, it'd be cool. Keith, I appreciate that too. Not a Poke guy, just know my LC. Yeah, no, the other card shops I've talked to, they say that Pokemon does tremendous, and I've been informed of those things, and I'm not oblivious to it. I don't want to be a Pokemon shop. I have no desire. I didn't open a card store to be. You know what I mean? If that's an offshoot of what we do, great. The more things you can do, the better. But I am sports card focused. We want to do cool things. I was even telling Keith my idea. I want to have a showcase of just not short prints, photo variations, or like super short prints. I want to have just a showcase of just awesome, super rare shit that is obviously constantly rotating, buying and selling and all of that. I basically don't want anybody to see the same shop twice as far as inventory is concerned in the singles. I want things to be coming in and going out. And if they're not going out through the shop, they're going to go out through the internet. And they're going to go. And we're just going to continue to offer a new experience. I want to have a new experience for you guys all the time. Brian Ramos. This has got to be the White Sox, right? Kannapolis. Yes, Kannapolis is a White Sox affiliate. He's at Double-A Birmingham now, which is proudly sponsored by my buddy Blake over at Deep Fried Breaks. He got him some advertising railing going on over there in old Birmingham. I mean, not a lot's going on in Alabama, so I get it, but hey, get your name out there any way you can. Going to any Notre Dame game, smart guy. I'll be honest with you, dude. I've been when I was in college. So if you don't, I've told this story before. My college baseball coach was Joe Yanto Jr. Google Joe Yanto Sr. I've done any and everything you can do in Notre Dame Stadium. I've seen it all. I've sat first row at the 50-yard line. I watched Charlie Weiss spit in Jimmy Clausen's face. I've seen it all, and as great as all of those experiences were, as awesome as Notre Dame Stadium is, as much as the tradition and all of that is there, the presentation of a football game there fucking sucks. Any NFL stadium, any NFL football game, a million times better than just from a presentation standpoint of a college football game. So, I don't have any intention of going, but I'm always down. Ask me on a Friday night, like, hey, you going to Notre Dame game tomorrow? Depends on how much anticipation's in the air. I might have to, you know? You never know. I'm so close. That's like I'm very impulsive, if you guys don't know that. I don't like scheduling breaks. I like to just, let's go. Let's do it. What are we doing? Come on. So I'm always saying, let's go, because let's go. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else you want me to tell you guys. Like, Wise Finest, not fully yet. Did you meet up with Strom during the Phil series? No, but that was, we intended to, and then the last day that we planned, it was the Thursday game. We intended on doing so, and then we had the rain before the game, so they canceled batting practice. So, he just told me to hang on to what I have for him, and that will grant me more free tickets. So, eventually, I'm not going to bother the guy, though, you know what I mean? It's not my style. But he's a super nice dude. The nicest big league. I haven't met a ton of big leaguers. Just an incredibly nice dude, though. I mean, literally, the last game I didn't even need tickets from him because I ended up getting incredible seats behind the visitors' dugout from someone else who couldn't use them, and I didn't have to spend a dime. And I got to take almost the whole podcast minus Keith, so that was a good time. Excuse me. But we'll definitely link up again. once we get the show going, I kind of showed Keith what I'm wanting to do with the show too. Not like as a new format, but I want to be able to do a show in my shop too, and just have like a camera set up to record and have some microphones and like sit at a table or sit in chairs. But my office in the store is bigger than my room in here. So I have this exact table, this exact setup. I have all of that. And we'll take it from there, really. But I want to get some sort of hangout area. I don't think so, Keller. There hasn't been anything too wild. Here we go. Roismar, Quintana for the Nationals. Could be Hoismar with an H. Depends where he's from. Or like with the H sound. Quintana for the Nationals. Gonna be September. I'll be here. I might have my signs by then too. So my signs got approved like over a week ago. The last sign company told me they were waiting on the permit from the city. And then they said it would be like 2 months after it was approved. So that would be August, September. It would be September or so. And then when they're ready, they said they'll just show up and install them. I don't have to do anything. They said they'll let me know and when they're coming, and boop, 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 they'll put them up. That'll be that. Smart guy? I don't think so, brother. Here, nays. Yo, Hendrick Pinango. Go Cubs, go. 83 out of 99 for the old South Bend Cubs. High A affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. It's a great stadium, too. If you're ever in the area, the South Bend High A Stadium, better than a lot of minor league stadiums. It is a very nice stadium. I make the joke that when players get promoted to Tennessee, they actually get demoted. That's how much nicer the South Bend field is versus the Tennessee Smoky Stadium. Like, it's almost day and night difference. How does the Topps Chrome checklist look to you? It looks exactly the same as any other year. Here we go, to 50. Everson Ferreira. The Hudson Valley Renegades. So we have a black parallel number 250. Yankees kid. There you go. The Taco Fractor is terrible. Just horrendous. But Chris Bryant tweeted on or posted on Instagram today that if you were to hit a Taco Fractor of him, to keep it, and that there might be a whole lot of guac in it or so. It was like a tease, but you could tell it was like a sponsored ad. You're gonna see things like that with the Fanatics era because they have the access to these athletes and the ability to do these partnerships and run these deals where they get the athletes involved with the sports cards too. So I don't know what that payoff's going to be, but it sounds like Taco Fractors might be your ticket to something. But I think aesthetically speaking, they're atrocious. They missed so bad on them. Like, they look like an afterthought. And I don't know. As we get the Averson Artega for the Giants, I don't know who's the final person that says, like, yes or no, or if they vote on it or what, because they've done some cool things, but some of them just... I hate, and I need to preface this with the fact that I fucking hate the phrase Oppo Taco. I hate it. It makes no sense. You can go look, just... I wish you could Google or like search on YouTube by things I said during a break. But there's a break where I sounded on, and it's like 4 years old. I just let the Oppo Taco people have it. Just unrelenting savagery at the taco folks. It's the dumbest saying on planet Earth. It doesn't mean shit. What, if you hit the ball to the opposite field, someone's going to give you a taco? I don't get it. It makes no sense whatsoever. It should be oppo hardo, because it's way harder to go deep to the opposite field than it is to do it on your pool side. It's called a frozen fractor, Mike. If they're doing that, they talked about the frozen fractor at the Tops conference that I went to in February, and they basically said they're going to be negative numbered, and that the 101 is going to be like a 0 of 0. So there's really going to be like 6. It's going to be -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, and 0. So like a zeroed out card, basically. So there should be 6 copies of those, if that's the case. But we haven't seen them yet, so I don't know. Oranges are going to stay hobby exclusive to Chrome. So that's good for the hobby boxes, because true orange is very sought after, especially in Topps Chrome. True orange cards of the right people. But a lot of the under 100 parallels are basically hobby and or jumbo exclusive. Even down to like a red wave. A red wave is hobby jumbo exclusive. I glanced at these when I was doing my prices. The true red will be in all formats, so you could probably hit a true red in retail. But a lot of the good parallels are hobby. I think the only hobby exclusive is the orange. But a lot of the other really good parallels are hobby or jumbo exclusive. So that's an interesting talking point. Only 6. So what I mean by that is, though it's numbered to -5, don't think there's only 5 copies. There's actually 6, because that 101 or whatever is the 0. They told us that. I just specifically remember them telling us that. And they showed us an image, but we weren't allowed to take pictures. So I don't know. I don't even remember what they showed us. I don't remember what it looked like. I don't know if they've changed it since then. We're down to our last 4 boxes. But yeah, that was definitely something they told us was coming. But the taco thing is just not good. Any other way they could have implemented a taco into that card. What I say last night, if they would have took tacos like they did for the little logo fractor dudes last year and made tacos like the logo fractor across the whole card, would have been dope. Those logo fractor cards last year were phenomenal. But just slapping 3 emojis on either side and putting a prism refractor on it just looks ugly. A, because I really don't like prism refractors. I think they're just kind of meh. And then I just slap some taco emoji. Like, I feel like it was rushed, or I don't know. I mean, let's all be honest though. It's all done in the name and the sake of producing more base cards. I just hope in Topps Chrome Update we get tamale fractors. You heard it here first. Because Oppo Taco is dumb. And I don't know where else you'd get Taco Fractor from. Taco Tuesday, sure, but that doesn't relate to baseball. The only saying with tacos is Oppo Taco, and it's a terrible saying. It doesn't even make sense. Someone make it make sense to me. You know what I mean? That's all. I just want it to make sense. All right, folks. 4 boxes left. Let's see what we can do here. We are running out of time. Errol Vera for the Angels. Lucas. Mick Abel. These are all on-card autos. That should not be lost on anyone. This is a very underrated product. This is so cheap. I mean, Heritage is a cheap product too, but Heritage, you're lucky to get 5 autos out of a whole case. And in this Heritage Minor League, they're giving us 24 on-card autos. Rojas. Is this the Phillies? Jersey Shore Blue Claws. Is it? Just say it. Just say Phillies somewhere. Come on. Come on. It's not going to say it. Oh, it does. The Phillies think he can win fielding awards. The Phillies think highly of his leather ability. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I like... It's weird when you're live sitting in front of, like, strangers and viewers, and you just, like, you know, but you're not 100% sure, and you know someone's watching that knows for a fact, but then there's the little delay in the stream. You're like, man, should I look? Are they going to make fun of me? What's going on? Am I supposed to know? Who knows? Who knows? Oh. There we go. Good for him. Good for him. It's because they think he can win awards with his glove. Should be an auto here in this last little bit. Be a big one. If you're going to be an auto, be a big one, all right? All right. It's going to be Wes Kath for the White Sox. Seen a lot of Wes Kath just across a lot of products. A lot of Wes Kath, a lot of products. What I'm not seeing is a lot of finest orders. I have one order for the Reds. Shout out to Stephen B. But someone bought the Cardinals in Topps Chrome Hobby while we were live. But finest is officially halfway full. I'd still like to rip it today, because now it's going to turn into an afterthought. People are going to be like, when's finest ripping? Because everybody's going to be all chromed up. Chromed up. It's alright, I'm going to keep chroming you guys up too. My little chromies. Haha! Gonna give you guys little nicknames. It's going to be great. All right, folks, 3 boxes left. Still a quarter of the case. Like I said, there's still auto toppers. We just haven't seen any. Noel, Meade, and Garcia. And I think that would put the Chrome hobby case at 8 teams. I think. Jumbo sold out. I think hobby's at 8 teams and finest is at 15. I think that's what we're looking at. The biggest complaint I have has nothing to do with you guys. It's that my shipments aren't here. One shipment's coming tomorrow, another one's coming Friday, but I'm not even going to be here Friday. But Laura, depending on when the cases land, that's another big thing. If the cases land early enough tomorrow, we should be able to get all the Chrome breaks out Thursday. Yeah, but they lowered the... So, Keller, I hear you. I really do hear what you're saying. But they made a new format with the Breaker's Choice, the Light, whatever the hell that's called. It's fine. Even if you get past that. They lowered the price of the product, though. No one wants to say anything about that. Last year at release, people were ripping jumbo cases at over $5,000. And I only know that because I was making fun of all of you guys. Until I was sitting here with my thumb up my ass because people only wanted to get butt fucked from Chrome, and I sold one jumbo case at $4,000, and everyone thought I was the greatest person ever. Like, no, I still made an obscene amount of money, and shit like that is why Fanatics jumped in and said, "Hey, you guys got to quit doing this." Like, we sold this at factory price of like $1,900 or $2,000, and you guys are making $3,000 a case. We're not having it, and that's greedy people and customers that would continue to fuel those spending habits are why we're where we are. If anyone wants to complain about Fanatics, you all have to look in the mirror. I mean, 100%. Myself included. But the one thing I will say is Fanatics does and has done cool things. Like the Hidden Gems insert we found out of Heritage. They did another set with Finest. But they're doing these rare cards that are between multiple products. The Frozen Fractor, they missed with the Taco Fractor. I'm telling you right now, they missed. Fnatic started the MVP buyback program. They've done a lot of really great things to try and elevate. They have. And I'm not an influencer. They don't pay me to say that. That's just my honest opinion. But yeah, they've done things I don't like too. I mean, everybody's always going to do stuff you don't like. But 130 is where a few years ago, with more autos, there should be able to get... I agree, so I would give you that, because I don't think there should be... There's more autos this year than last year, and there's not 129 rookies in baseball right now. Chester, what do you mean? They already had short prints before, though. Now just everybody gets one. Benjamin Bailey for the White Sox. I actually don't like the Golden Mirror. I hate it. That's another thing they've done that I do not like. I think it sucks. Not everyone should get a photo variation. And some people should get more than one photo variation. And it should be a limited group of, say, 50 of your 350 guys. It shouldn't be everyone. And then on top of that, they did it, and a few of the people they've done it for haven't even been the right images on the card. So not only have you made that the most rare card they can have in the set, you put the wrong fucking pictures on it. Like Ian Happ's from Series 1 is wrong. There's a handful of them that have been brought to everyone's attention. So they do things I don't like. And I'll sit here and tell you that too. Because when I tell you the things that I do like, I want you to know that it's coming from a place of honesty. Was that an LA triple? I don't know. I was complaining. It was. It was. I was busy complaining. I don't not like them. I just like the way they did it before because that was the set I collected. I have the 2018, 2017, 2019, 2016, I think all the way back to 2015, up until 2021. I think 2021 is when they added the Ultra SP with the stupid polar bear card, and that's like the beginning of shit just getting out of hand. I didn't like that. But I always, instead of collecting the 350 card set, I always collected the player's short print set. The regular SP set. Always. And now you can't do that anymore because now it's just this SSP Golden Mirror Super Bounty. And we got $250,000 for anybody who bought 7 million Series 1 Jumbo cases. For anyone who was smart enough to read that shit and had the financing to pull it off. It was a game they let rich people play. That's all they did with the Golden Mirror Bounty. And I don't like that either. That's not a... The Golden Mirror Bounty was never a thing that was going to be obtainable for any normal person. So, I mean, it was cool. It got some publicity, but I don't like that. I don't like it. But they've done things that I really do like. Like the MVP buyback program. This year, my price for the Angels is indicative of the fact that Shohei Ohtani wins the AL MVP running away. There's who in the American League is even within a sniff. There's nobody. Nobody can. No one. The National League is a different story, but there are a clear-cut group. But you don't know who's winning the National League MVP. You can say Acuna all you want, and then you got guys like Keith going, what about Freddie? When you look up Freddie's numbers, you go, oh, he's got a point. I don't think that that's where it's at right now, but he's got a point. Those base cards will turn into $20 cards as soon as the MVPs are announced. So don't forget that for Topps Chrome this year. If you're sitting on a guy because you like him or whatever, Alex Benellis will be our next hit. If you think he's going to win the MVP, go ahead and buy them cards up. The Red Sox. He's traded from the Brewers to the Red Sox. Boston. I'd say Olsen over Acuna. There's no way. Acuna has 40-something stolen bases already. There's just he does it all. And I don't even know what Olsen's numbers are. I know Olsen's slugging a ton. And there's the Ellie. So there it is. There's your short print, your high number. That's the first one we've seen. Congratulations. Who ended up with him? Was it Greg? It was Greg. Shout out to Greg. Well, then that's where it's going to go, Keller. Jesus Christ, man. Let me run the break. But the card says he was traded from the Brewers to the Red Sox. The checklist always wins. Sean, what's up, dude? Sorry I didn't see you there. I don't know if I acknowledged you or not. I was too busy yelling at Keller for trying to run the break for me. Jordan Lawler. Dominguez. Acuna. I'm going to use the just wildest checklist. You have 32 home runs and 80 RBIs. And what's Acuna? Like 22 homers, 70 RBIs, and 46 stolen bases? The stolen bases are absurd. And it's all because they have 3 more inches to work with. We were looking at Acuna today. But that's the thing, though. Like, yeah, he's got 46 stolen bases. It's insane. OPS 986 plus the speed. How rare is it to have a guy with power and speed like that? Olsen ain't stealing bases. Oh my gosh, look at you, sorry guys, sons of bitches. Look at you, two of you. Two of you identical. One just put a sad face in. You guys typed the same sentence. Oh my gosh. You're poor ladies. Oh man. You guys gotta cool it. Both of you need to go take a cold shower and check out this finest break I got going on. Don't even have a lady. Hey, that's fine. You're not disappointing anybody that way. It's all good, dude. Giancarlo, it's gonna be alright, bro. Now you got time to figure out how to get those 3 inches and figure it out from there. Holy cow. Bunch of toddlers. Breaking for a bunch of toddlers. He said 3 inches. So yeah, I don't know. But the whole point of that whole conversation is nobody knows who's winning the National League MVP. But I will tell you right now, I made the Angels the most expensive team. Because those Ohtani base cards are turning into $20. The Ohtani refractors are going to turn into $40. And then so on and so forth with the parallels whenever they release that info. And like I said, I've already been told I can participate. So I have the email from Topps that says I can participate. As long as my shop is open by the time the program starts this year. And it will start well after my shop's open. So that includes all of you guys. I'll let you guys participate too. And we'll rip Chrome till the wheels fall off. I don't care. But if Chrome is going to, or if Topps is going to send me $20 for every card I send them, you bet your ass I'm going to accept cards and take base cards as payment. I will front you money with your base cards. So any of you guys out there watching, Yerbina, the Mighty Muscles, what a great name. Going to the Twins. Any of you, wherever you're getting your breaks at, wherever you're participating in breaks, if you're stacking up MVP cards or MVP hopefuls, I'll let you cash them in here at Underground. The only thing I will say is if I don't know you or if I'm not that familiar with you, those cards need to be in my possession before I give you that credit. Plain and simple. If I'm going to do it online-wise. But once they're here, hey, I'll hit you up. Yep, I got them. You're good. This is what you got. Boom, let's do it. I can credit it straight to your account. I can do points or whatever. Points and, just where, like, 1 point is 10 cents. So, 10 points is $1, and I can do the math. Oh, we have a gold something. We have a gold something. Freeman, and that's the thing, the Dodgers fans think Freeman. But yeah, the National League is way more open to interpretation right now than the American League. Ohtani's doing unreal stuff. Ohtani's doing everything Judge did last year and pitching. That's what's wild about it. So he's ran away with it. He's already won it in my mind. Already won it. Gold, though, what's his gold about? Luis Matos for the Eugene Emeralds. 16 of 18 for the Giants. Man, I wish I had my Exploding Whales hat. Shout out to the Eugene Emeralds. They made the coolest hat of 2023. They did. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Shout out to Kenny. Kenny got that for me when I was in the airport. Shout out to Kenny. There's another one of those triples. Oh, another Ellie. Look at that. The Ellies are heating up. You got to ask someone other than me. Because I'm telling you right now, I think he still wins the AL MVP. It doesn't. If this season ended today, the stats he put up in the American League win the MVP. It doesn't matter where he goes. Or just ask after August 2nd when they will tell you how that will happen. But I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know if his stats would continue to just count for the American League, or I really don't know. Has an MVP ever been traded mid-season? I guess that's a better question, and I don't know the answer. Has anyone who ever has won the MVP ever been traded in that season? Has it ever happened? Because I honestly, I don't know right now, sitting here where I'm at. Lake County Captains, it's going to be Cleveland. Noel for the Guardians. I don't believe Keller's word for a minute. You can't be ineligible. There's no way. That's where common sense needs to come into place. There's an Ellie Heritage Topper card insert unit. No MVP has ever been traded during an award-winning season. Yeah, that's wild. So there you go. Ohtani's not getting traded. Put that in the books. Put it on the books. What's the odds on Ohtani not getting traded? Because I'm going to go bet that. That's what I'm going to bet tonight. All right, folks, we're into our last box of Heritage Minor League Baseball. I know how excited you guys were to rip it. Thanks for filling it up. I was really hoping it would, and it did. So thank you guys very much. I'll tell you guys all about that Topps Finest break. I guarantee you're all punching air right now when that Finest link comes through. I got you. Just fill it up. I'll stop posting it. Just fill it up. This is the last box for this one. 13 people still here hanging out. You guys must be having a good time. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, tell your friends, all of that. I would love to see Ohtani come to Chicago, but let's be honest. It's not happening. Minus 170 to stay with you. Yeah, 100% betting on that. It's even the favorite. It's even the favorite. And that was my question yesterday. If anyone was here during the Finest break yesterday, I said, I know what fantasy calculators and things like that say, but I'm genuinely curious what two MLB front office people would agree is sufficient to trade for a talent like Ohtani. What does that package really look like? What's the realistic trade package in that scenario? What does it look like? Because who's going to trade all of what it would require to trade for him? Who's going to do that for a rental? I would assume and this is what complicates that trade. The value you're going to ask, you're also going to have to give that front office time to try and work an extension. Because I'm sure some teams are like, hey, we might be willing to give you the pieces you want, but you have to let us, if we can get an extension reached with him. If he's not willing to come to an agreement on an extension, then we're not making that trade. The Cubs were very much that way with Aroldis Chapman when they won the World Series in 2016. And they made the trade even after Aroldis publicly stated he wouldn't sign an extension. So then Madden abused him, used him every chance he could, and then he cried about it in the offseason and said, Madden, the Cubs abused me. Well, you shouldn't be hitting people there, fucking Chapman, you piece of shit. And we wouldn't have to abuse you like you abused the people in your life. What a wonderful human. I'm so glad he's not with us. He blew Game 7 and almost put me into having cirrhosis of the liver. I was in so much anxiety. You guys don't understand. I was drinking a fifth every night during the Cubs playoffs. I was getting lit every night, going working 12 hours in a refinery the next day. And then they told us after the Cubs won the World Series, if you come to work drunk, blah, 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 we will ban you. Ha ha. Bring it on. Put me out of my misery. You bastards. Hopefully we can find one more triple of these guys because we do have a odd number right now. Dodgers would have to give them Bush. I know who Michael Bush is. I know who Pages is. Gavin Stone. I don't know who Sheehan is, but that's. I feel like it's still more than that. Because as soon as those two pitchers go to LA, they're ruined. Last box. Here we go, everybody. Let's see what we have. Curtis Mead for the Rays with a blue to 99. Taj Bradley. Benny. I don't know. It's all very interesting. And we're all going to see it play out here in the next week or so. Downs, Kelsar, Dari, Acosta. Oh, we got a free sliver. Free sliver. Go Cubs, go. Pete Crow Armstrong. We got Pete Crow Armstrong for Javi Baez. And then Javi Baez gave the whole Mets nation thumbs down and signed his death sentence in Detroit. But we got Pete Crow, who hopefully is the outfielder of the future. All that leather. They say he's got a lot of that leather, too. There he is again. Pete Crow. Keith was telling me how bad he's sucking right now, though, and I haven't checked in on him. I'm not trying to hear that slander. Really is what I'm not trying to do. Oh, my gosh. Shane, get over it. Fucking name says Los Angeles Angels. I don't make the things. That's like saying the Nationals in Chicago. No, the Nationals in fucking Rosemont, Illinois. It's not Chicago. You want to know how I know? Because it's far as hell away from my house. Because it's not in Chicago. Anyway. Turang delivers a walk-off to 50. 50 out of 50 with the black parallel for the Brewers. So I understand what you're saying. But I'm not having that either. What do you want me to say? Orange County. The Orange County Angels. California Angels, Anaheim. Pacheco. Be our last auto for the Tigers this evening. Holy cow. No Ellie. I was told there'd be an Ellie auto. Keller promised us an Ellie auto. The Disneyland Angels. Oh, that's funny. I like it. I like it. Oh, come on. Where's that triple? We're not going to get the triple we need. All right, so here we go. Before we do the recap, we'll get these three teams up on a random real quick. And then I will write down the results on the shipping sheet. Alright, so what do we have here? We're going to go in order. We're going to go Mets, Reds, Cardinals, triple player. Switch screens. We'll just do it here. Mets, Reds, Cardinals. So the top two will get one of these cards. The third person will not. But I mean, I guess I should probably check this out first, huh? I really should, because I might make Shane mad. Who's got the Mets? Mets Athletics go to Chester. Okay, so we're good there. Nobody has two. I'm like, if someone has 2/3 of these cards, then they get every one of them. Because that's the house rules. But no, 3 different people have these. So again, 4 or more times. Top 2 will get one. 3 doesn't work. We got to roll again 9 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cardinals, Reds, and the Mets will be forgotten. So there you go. The Mets. M-E-T-S. Mets, Mets, Mets. I think that's Chester. It is. Chester will be the one who is short. He will have 1 fewer than the other folks who will each have 2. Unless we find more. If we do, I will keep you posted because Laura will sort all the triple cards out and I'll have to come through and do all that when the time comes for that. So I'm just going to set these out of the recap. We don't need to recap them, but these are like $10 to $15 a piece. That's tremendous for this product. What are these base Ellie's going for? We had 2 of them. I'm very curious because they're a short print, huh? I didn't look these up. I just looked up the triples. So 2022. Heritage of Minor League. Ellie De La Cruz. Oh, nice. Yeah. They're going for more. I want to know what they're selling for, though. 45 took an offer. 35 took 22 plus shipping, so like 25, 27 bucks. Yeah, that sounds right. So nice. So definitely the Reds made money tonight, which was what we were doing here. Trying to find Ellie. Jimmy wanted to do it. Jimmy got the Yankees. He didn't get the Ellie. But anyway, thank you guys very much. Like I said, Finest Baseball. Chrome Hobby is still filling when Chrome Hobby sells out. If you sell out Chrome Hobby tonight, I might get another case up. I got to do some work. I got to get everything on this hard drive I've been bragging about. We're doing that after we do this. So thanks, everybody. As far as the case goes tonight, we had Ellie De La Cruz. Stay tuned tomorrow. As soon as I know when UPS is coming, we'll start ripping. I do have a softball tournament tomorrow, but it's a 2-week tournament. So I think it's only 2 games at 5 and 6. So I play those and I can come back. We'll just have a little midday hiatus. I gotta play in the tournament. Jay Allen, autograph. Sal Frelick for the Brewers. Pacheco for the Tigers. 2-ring to 50. Pete Crow to 99. Curtis Mead auto to 99 as well. Ellie with the insert. Noel for the Guardians. Ellie again with the base. Matos to 18. Urbina for the Twins. Oh, we don't. See, look, there we go. Haha. It's all even, Chester. Look, I snuck one in the wrong place. So if I need to do another random, we will roll with those, or that random will be the results. I'll update you 3 if I need to. If I say, hey, we found more, I'll make sure all 3 of you guys know. You know me. All 3 of you know me, and you know I'm not going to fuck you over. So if we find more and we sort that we missed live or anything like that, we'll use the same random results with the Cardinals, Reds, and Mets. Benellis, Kouser, because at this point you guys would be getting more than you already thought you were getting. Benjamin Bailey, Westcath Rojas, Errol Vera, Averson Arteaga, Vejeda to 50 with the black. Pinango for the Cubs to 99. Quintana for the Nationals. Ramos for the White Sox. Oswaldo to 99. Martinez, Mojica for the Pirates. Emmanuel, the wrong Rodriguez again. For the Twins, Pedro Pineda for the Athletics. We had Alan Cerda for the Reds. De Los Santos, Jose Torres, J.C. Correa for Houston. Hendrick for the Reds. Polanco going to the Marlins. The Reds here again with Cerda to 99. Dario Lopez, Trey Sweeney going to the Yanks. Jackson Merrill for the Padres. Benny Montgomery with the 53 reprint auto for the Rockies to 99. And Ian Lewis for the Fish. Thank you guys very much. UndergroundCaseBreaks.com, the Underground Runaround Podcast. Underground Sports Cards coming soon. Topps Chrome coming tomorrow. Your boys are going to be at the National on Friday and part of Saturday, but we'll probably be back to breaking Chrome on Saturday too. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks a bunch, and